Hi YouTube, this is Rose, pertaining to Rose. Just wanted to do a little YouTube talk today. So, it hit me this morning that we were given a voice. And YouTube gave it to us. You know, I think about what the homeless do sometimes, all day long. They don't have much to do. Wendy's and McDonald's will let them go in and charge their phone, and you can get on their little internet service there, and they probably go on and watch YouTube. It's probably what they do. And I'm thinking, they probably get time to sit and listen to people that's helping them. They're probably they might go on and listen to a life coach, or they might go on and listen to whoever, or you think about, it doesn't matter what kind of show you put up here. You're probably helping somebody. You might be helping somebody just get the courage up to do YouTube themselves. You never know. So sorry about the way I look. We're all still fighting egg colds. We're just passing it back and forth. And yes, we've been tested. We're all negative. Don't worry about that C word. We don't use the C word here in this house. It's just a head cold. My grandson came home with 104 degrees temperature yesterday. My daughter is very, very sick right now. I feel so bad for them all. But I keep thinking about, YouTube gave us a platform. Not just to speak, but to better other people's lives. And we have that chance. We have a chance to make a difference in the world. We have a huge chance to make a difference in the world. You might be thinking, well, I just have a little cooking show. How's that going to help? Let me tell you, it just may help. Some young girl, some young single mother that doesn't know how to cook or has never learned how to cook. And yes, there's people out there that don't know how to cook. They may go on and watch your show just to learn. You never know. So yes, people love those cooking shows. And the people that are really, really into cooking love to go on and watch other people's content to see how they're doing things. What kind of spices they use. We're all a voice, and we can use it to better mankind. You can really think about it. If you put up a video, and let's say you get a couple watches, 9 years later, you can go back and look at that video. It'll still be there, giving your content, giving your voice. You're the creator. And yes, some people are really good at thumbnails, and they're good at doing whatever, editing their videos. I just vlog and put mine out there. I don't care. I'm not good at editing. I'm not good at thumbnails. I'm not good. Good morning. I'm not good at doing all this other stuff that, some of you really are. I don't care. I know my videos will still be there. They'll be there 20 years from now. They will still be there. And somebody can look them up. And let's say they might not be looking for my video in particular, but they may look for something that I said in the video, which I found out is to be true. As you're talking, YouTube picks it up and it goes into the search engines. So I watched a video about a Wolverine, just a short, carrying a goat's head. So I just said that. So somebody may be looking up that video and type that into their search engine, and my face will come up next to that video. They, you know, because I mentioned it in this video. And yes, it does work. But we're creators. We're given a voice. You may say something in a video that may change people's lives. Let me tell you, there was this guy. He lived in a van. I can't remember his name. Can't remember who he was. I read it in his book. I read his book. His book had me attached to it. I read it straight through, stayed up all night, did not miss a word of it. So he lived in a van. Somebody gave him a couple self-help cassette tapes, because he had a cassette player in his van. And that's all he had. He was homeless. So he would sit and he would listen and he would listen and he would listen. And today he's a millionaire. And guess what? He has a YouTube show. For the life of me, because my head, I can't think of his name right now. He did something. He heard somebody else's voice. And it changed his life. He heard somebody else talking, and he didn't even have a video to watch. You can change the world. YouTube gave you a huge platform that reaches every country in the world. We are seen in Russia and Ukraine and the United States and Jamaica and you name it, we're out there. I have people on mine from Cairo, Egypt. I have people on mine from Afghanistan. I have people on mine from Pakistan and Indonesia, the Netherlands. They're from all over the world. All over the world. We have a platform. We can make a difference. Let's start making a difference and use our voice. We were given this voice. Yes, I was given this voice. I was born with this voice. No, I don't have a frog in my throat. It's the way I always sound. But we were given a voice, and we were given a great platform, no matter how you do it. Whether you just get on and do your daily vlog, or you get on and do whatever, somebody's going to watch it. It may be 10 years from now that they watch that video, but you're going to change somebody's life. You can really change somebody's life. Let me tell you, you could dramatically change somebody's life. You never know. You never know. Let's try to use this platform for something good. Now, I'm no Mr. Beast. I only have a few hundred subscribers. That's okay. That's okay. I enjoy doing what I do. So this is me being me. I don't care about anybody else. I do. I actually love everybody. I care about everybody. I really do. I go on and I watch as many shows as I can. 400 subscribers, it gets a little harder to watch everybody's shows than when it was when I only had 100. But I do try to get around as much as possible and to see as much as possible. Even if they don't speak my language, I go on and I try to watch their shows. I go onto their lives and introduce myself. Some of them really surprise me, and they speak really good English in these other countries. Very impressive. They're just so happy to see you, to come on their live, or to be watching their show. They know you don't speak their language. They know that you have to sit there and listen to them speak. But you know what? You'd be surprised how much I've learned watching their content. Really have. I keep telling them, someday I'm going to learn this language just listening to you. because I do. I sit there and I listen every day. I try, well, not every day. I have certain days I go and I try to watch other people's videos. And then when I have time throughout the days that I don't do it all day, I will go and watch people's videos as they upload and get people that, or that put content up more often, because theirs comes across my feed more often, because the more times they put it up, it just comes across my feed. So I definitely getting those. Now I noticed with my second channel, because I only have 41 subscribers there, and it's mostly all shorts. Oh, by the way, I made a decision. I'm going to start putting the shout outs that I do on this channel, I'm going to also put on that channel. So if you're on both of my, or you're a subscriber to both my channels, you're going to see it twice. I'm only doing that because I have different subscribers on that second channel. They're not all the same as here. So that way other people that has not seen those shout outs will see those shout outs. So hopefully they will hit you up from both channels. So yeah, I do have about 20 other subscribers that don't subscribe to this channel, but they're on that one. Which is really, really nice having different subscribers. I'm getting to see a lot of new content coming across my feeds. And yes, I cannot go onto everybody's video and watch from both channels every day. That's not possible. Although some people think it is. I love you and I will try my best to hit you up, but I can't get you all. I'll do it from one channel, but not from both channels every day. That's horrible. I'll do what I can. I will do what I can. Help you out. So, it's one thing to subscribe to somebody, but to try to watch them from both channels. Watch them from this channel, comment, then go to the other channel and watch them from that channel and comment. It makes life a little hard. YouTube's already hard enough. And as I told somebody else, I think I'm addicted to it. But the more and more I think about it, it really gave me a voice. It gave me new friends. It gave me something to look forward to every day. Like, I can get up and do my little vlogging, my little whatever you want to call it. Get on here and talk. I got a good one coming up for you. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do it yet, but you'll have to watch and see what it is. But I'm just doing my little daily thing today. But I wanted to really talk about being a voice. You know, we could speak out against the atrocities. We can speak out against anything that's going on in the current affairs. We can do, now YouTube does shut down some stuff because they don't want you to use that or this, you know what I mean? But it still gave us a platform, and it gave us a voice. You know, if people had this back during the Vietnam War or the Korean War, or when Pol Pot was killing all those Cambodians, or, you know, Stalin, could you imagine people could be speaking to the world and telling them, this is happening now, we need help. People could be saying that. People were speaking from Afghanistan, you know. It's giving them a voice, where before YouTube, it really did not, you know, they didn't have a way to speak out to the whole world. YouTube has given us a blessing. And sometimes we got to look at it and see if we can help change people's lives. It's perfect out here today. It's not hot. It's not cold. It's not windy. The sun is perfect, although it's in my eyes. That's okay. I'm just enjoying the perfect weather. So it doesn't matter what you put on YouTube. There's something for everybody, too. Something for everybody. I don't care if you just sit there and read out of a book. On YouTube, somebody loves that. They will find you. You know, it doesn't matter if you cook or if you garden or whatever. There's somebody that loves that. And you're helping them find new ways of doing things. Or you might say something that really stirs their heart. Or helps them really think in a new way. Or changes their brain. Changes their brain pattern. It could be something that changes their brain pattern. We were given a voice. Let's do something good with it. So, I'd like to challenge all of you. To put something positive in your next video. I don't care what it is. It could be a positive affirmation. It could be a positive quote. It could be just you talking positively. Put something positive in there to see, and then watch your comments to see whoever catches up on that. You're 9-10 years down the road here, you may have somebody that comes back and say, oh my goodness, I needed that. I needed to hear somebody say that. I needed that. It changed my life dramatically. There's things that people say that will change your life dramatically. YouTube gave us a voice. YouTube gave us a platform. And creators, you guys are awesome. I see people out there doing amazing things with their YouTube show. I can't do all that fancy stuff. I'm not good with all that. We didn't grow up with cell phones. We did not grow up. I didn't anyway. I'm a lot older. You know, back when I was growing up, we had 8 tracks. When cassettes came out, I thought I was rich when I got a cassette player. That was the fanciest thing I've ever seen. You know, we didn't have stuff. We didn't have any of it. We didn't know how to do all this fancy stuff. My kids taught me how to get on my computer. You want to hear a funny story? Talk about funny. So I got a brand new Dell computer. I didn't know nothing about computers, but I wanted to learn. My daughter comes home from school one day, and she comes walking back to the bedroom to let me know she's home now. I think she might have been about 12 or 13. I'm not quite sure how old she was. She might have been 13. But she comes walking back, and I'm sitting there with the keyboard up in the air, and I'm looking underneath the keyboard. And she looked at me and she goes, Mom, what are you doing? I said, I'm trying to figure out how to turn on the computer. Nobody ever showed me how. That's how clueless I was. I had no clue. That poor child had to listen to me daily. Well, how do you do this? How do you do... I did not have typing in school. And, of course, I'm missing a finger now, so it kind of makes it hard to type. But I'm that 2-finger person. One on each hand, 1 finger on each hand. Sometimes it's just 1 finger. But she had to put up with me all those years learning how to do the computer. Now I can get on the computer and do most basic stuff. I can get on and do different things. I can't run codes or anything like that. I couldn't even tell you where to begin with anything. My daughter can do all that fancy stuff. She's really intelligent. Very, very smart. But it gave me a thing when YouTube came out and I started watching YouTube. It gave me something to lock on to. And I kept watching it. And I thought, oh my goodness, they're speaking to people all over the world. When I was growing up, I had a party line on my phone. We thought it was pretty cool that we could pick it up and listen in on the neighbor's phone call. Of course, 90% of the time she was talking to her doctor or the doctor's secretary, receptionist, whatever they call them now. Now we have a voice that reaches the entire world. So this is my positive thing today. Jesus is coming. Keep that in mind. That's my positive thing today. Because I'm excited. I'm excited. I know what happens. Jesus is always my favorite. My number one. My number one. You have a voice. You could save somebody's life. You don't know. You might never know. But you might meet that person in heaven someday. And they'll be like, oh my goodness, you're the one who saved my life. You're going to meet people in heaven that you're going to be really surprised. Very, very, very surprised. They're in heaven. Let me tell you, you could save someone's life by something you said. Be a creator, or just be a vlogger, or just get on here and do your daily journal. Somebody's watching. Somebody's watching. And somebody's going to hear what you say. Create a change. You could change the world. You could change the way people think. You could change somebody's life. You could make a difference. I love you, YouTube. I wasn't trying to make this super long, but I'm just out here chatting today, enjoying this beautiful weather, drinking my coffee. The sun's helping me with the head cold. It feels much better out here. Not as stuffy. But I love you, YouTube. You have a beautiful, beautiful, awesome day today. And think about, what can you say that could change the world? Or at least change one person in it. One person. You might start something. Pay it forward. I love you, YouTube. Bye-bye.